Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Handoff comes to Cook. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They run. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. First down, here's the run with Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go, go, let's run, hey, run it. Come on, yeah, buddy. That's right.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Cousins, he's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st down, Stafford here. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This looks like a free play for Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hurry!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Notre Dame man. This is through Riddick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go now, let's go.
From the red zone now, Stafford out to the flat for Riddick. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Run, 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 run! Boom! Yeah! Black, black, E2. Ringo, Ringo, Ringo! Get the hot! Lady!
2nd down, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Breaks through the contact. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Wide.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lynn 50, here we go.
Back to the ground, Cook. And some room to roam now. 34 yards there and a first down.
Hey, we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 3rd and goal for Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30. 10, touchdown, Detroit. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. You also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here we go. Right there.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow. Hey, yellow flipper. Check. 2.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Cousins now. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Rhino.
Here's Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They start the drive with Abdullah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down at Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Big 20.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the ball, on the ball.
Riddick with a carry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Cousins on first down. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down. Here's Cousins. And Cook has it left side. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Here we go. 2.
A first down throw for Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
15 yards there for number 15. Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Stafford on first down. Wilson snags it left side. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the ball, 21. Pick it up.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Wilson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Chinese on Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. To hot. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey. To hot. 180. 300. Here we go.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, set. Double tight. You got 4.
Now running. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They go back to win it. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Let's go.
Cousins now on second down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw, Cousins. Floating one, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Cousins to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
3 down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is fielded at the 7. And now running right through it. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Lions. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. Big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Shreds the tackle. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A give. This is Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
On Eddie!
Mike 42, Mike 42. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
One last shot now for Cousins. And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.